Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, it's Monday morning. We have Lily here. Sorry Lily, I didn't mean to push your head then. Okay. We're going to play with the fairies today. They've been a bit tired. They came out tired during last week. I believe it was last week. I'm not sure what happened last week. Well anyway, we're on a clean, fresh week now. It is Monday, so let's use the Oracle of the Fairies. What do you think, Lil? Use the Oracle of the Fairies. I want to use the Fairy Tarot. There they are. Okay, let's, should we just start with these? We want some unicorns, and mermaids and dolphins. Okay. And we still have the Angels of Light cards on the table. We shall use them, and, why are you wagging your tail like a dog? You're purring. Okay. You decided to join us today? It's been a while, Lily, since you've shown your face, really, on camera and stayed. You just kind of popped in and disappeared. We've missed you. I've missed her. She has a different energy to Jasper. Okay, let's do a Celtic cross this Monday. I was going to say it's Monday morning, but it isn't. It's 12:26. Okay. The heat, the temperature, I actually feel quite hot this morning now. The temperature seems to have risen. Okay, that's what we're looking at today. It's undercover, there's two cards. The challenge is the Two of Spring and the Dreamer. Some say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. Okay, what's gone on in the past? Current energy, looking to the future, behind the scenes assistance, how we're feeling about this, how this is affecting others in our life, any hopes or fears we might have. Your eyes look extremely red. I picked it up last night, Lily. You look like you've been crying, darling. Hopes or fears, and then we'll have an outcome. It's really hot. Okay. Outcome. There's the cards. Let's have a look and see what's going on. Should we have a look at the underlying energy? The Queen of Autumn, Queen of Pentacles, Divine Feminine, generous, stylish, gracious, and practical. Be practical with respect how you proceed, the ability to make anything more beautiful, meeting someone who can help your dreams come true. Well, we have the Dreamer on the table, and I feel that's your energy, Divine Feminine, because we have the masculines here. It's like they're, are they preparing to go to Avalon, or are they leaving Avalon? I can't remember. We shall read it. So the Divine Masculines here turning their boats up the right way, and they're needing to put in those sails. Okay. And then we have the Dreamer. You can see it's a feminine on here. So let's have a look at this story. Let's read about you, the Divine Feminine, this underlying energy here. Queen of Autumn, the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Consider this queen to be like a fairy godmother. She cares about everyone. I feel so hot. I've got some tissue somewhere. I just have to, I thought I had some tissue somewhere. Here it is. I just feel extremely sweaty and hot. And I just need to dab myself down. Okay. Let's carry on reading about this queen. Consider this queen to be like a fairy godmother. She cares about everyone and cannot wait to swoop in to save the day. See you, Lil. Okay. Thank you for joining us, even though it was briefly. She is generous and giving and loves to make dreams come true. She adores luxurious and beautiful things. She could probably spin straw into gold if you asked her, and she'd certainly love to give it a try. Rumpelstiltskin energy here. Her family means the world to her, and she has the ability to run a small company and a large household without so much as breaking a sweat. Interesting, seeing as I seem to be breaking a sweat this morning. She also has a very keen eye for decorating. Her motto is form and function, dearie, form and function. Her tastes are also expensive, very expensive, in brackets. She's discerning and picky. Fortunately, she's good with money because she spends it like crazy and she tends to marry well. Okay. The Queen of Autumn sits on her throne. She may appear inactive, but magic swirls around her. The rabbit by her side symbolises the prosperity and creativity at her command. The additional meanings of this card: the ability to make anything more beautiful, being extremely sensible, a love of gardening, and a wonderful parent. It's a really nice energy, okay, that we're looking at. We're looking at the Divine Feminine's energy here, assisting, I want to say, the masculines with helping making your dreams come true. Now that's really interesting because there's a video that keeps coming back on the radar, and I believe it might be called, I know what the video's called, but it's about coming out of quarantine, and it was recorded before quarantine. I think it was October, November last year. And that came back onto my radar the other day, and I actually paid attention not so much to the emoji that I used with the mask, but it was more to the title, and that was like, I think it was Santa Claus and the fairy godmothers are coming out to assist. And I would say we're coming up to Christmas. And, well, we're all still in some form of quarantine. So I feel like this could be lifted. There's a fairy godmother on the scene anyway. Okay. So that's the underlying energy. Let's have a look at what we're talking about. We are talking about the princess, not the prince, the princess of summer. She is gentle, sensitive, kind, and inexperienced. Okay, and then the eight of summer. Interesting. I haven't read the words at the bottom, but if she's gentle, sensitive, kind, inexperienced, she too is trying to, I want to say, handle this connection without breaking a sweat. So it's like she has the ability to run a small company and a large household without so much as breaking a sweat. I want to say what is going on when it comes to this connection with the Divine Masculine, because it is very sensitive. You feel like you have to be very gentle with your approach, kind, and I want to say we're all inexperienced because this is a love like no other. Okay. So, Princess of Summer, it says a new relationship or emotional experience, invitations to social events, a compassionate friend you can share your concerns with. And then we have the Eight of Summer, and I feel this is what you are moving towards. It's like facing your fear and doing it anyway, so not allowing yourself to get scared within this connection. The desire for a more meaningful life, realising that it's time to move on, choosing to make major, okay, I felt like saying labour life changes, major life changes. Okay. So you may be an inexperienced Divine Feminine, but you are the Divine Feminine, and you can help to make dreams come true. And it's like magic is just swirling around you. So let's have a read of these. The Princess of Cups and the Eight of Summer, which will be the Page of Cups in the traditional tarot. And the Eight of Summer is the Eight of Cups. So, Princess. The Princess of Summer is a gentle and sensitive soul. She is very interested in relationships with other people, but can be quite shy. If you check out her bedside table, you'll find all her secrets. Okay. If you check out her bedside table, you'll almost certainly find a romance novel. She's poetic, with a fondness for writing, including journaling everything she feels. If daydreaming were an Olympic sport, she'd be a gold medalist. We have the dreamer here. It's a challenge. Well, is it a challenge? Having dreams? I can't see how. But the only challenge is if you don't believe that you can achieve those dreams. If you approach her with outstretched arms and an open heart, she will happily embrace you and let you into her life. She will eagerly listen to all your worries with great compassion. No one cries alone when the Princess of Summer is around. Just keep in mind that she's not very experienced in the world. She's more experienced in the spiritual realms. The princess perceives everything through her feelings. A booty. So she may not get around to thinking things through. I feel like this is acting on impulse. Okay. The young fairy from the Ace of Summer has grown up. While she enjoys her private garden, she is full of magic and patiently waits for love to come. Additional meanings of this card: social invitations, love letters, a special new friend, confidential information, and interpreting dreams. So now the Divine Feminine, she's moving towards the Two of Cups here. Interpreting dreams, the desire for a more meaningful life, realising that it's time to move on. Once they move on from this fear. Okay, this vulnerable energy. And choosing to make major life changes. You don't know unless you try. This card represents a decision to leave a situation that's no longer in your highest good. And fear is no longer, most definitely, not for your highest good at all. This is more about you having confidence and going after and chasing after your dreams, Divine Feminine. You've made this choice on your own and it hasn't been pushed upon you. It may seem challenging or it may seem like a wonderful relief, perhaps even an adventure. And it is, it's such a relief when there's no fear there and you can just act as if. Okay. You can take small daily steps until the changes you desire are in place, or you can move much more quickly. The most important thing is that you evaluate your situation honestly and openly, and then move towards happiness. Don't worry, you're ready. The fairy has packed up her belongings and has chosen a new path for herself. A beautiful dawn awaits her. Additional meanings of this card: a relocation or job change, a turning point, leaving home, searching for deeper truths, spiritual growth, realising there's more to life than meets the eye. Okay, to a spring, the challenge. Or is it a challenge? I feel that that's what you've overcome, Divine Feminine. Holding yourself back from going after what you actually desire, being who you're here to be, to a spring. Whereabouts are the wands in here? Here they are. Now you can see there's masculines here with their boat. And now this can be the card of partial success. It means that you can only get so far alone. Okay, let's have a read of this. You're off to a wonderful start. And I feel that this is the Divine Masculines here. You're off to a wonderful start. It's as if you have the whole world in your hands. Choices about the short-term future now appear. And the most important thing to remember is that it's safe to take chances. If you had every possible resource at your disposal, what brave new steps would you take? Evaluate the situation and then move forward quickly. Many more opportunities are on the way. Oh, that's interesting, seeing as the Divine Feminine, she seems to have all this magic swirling around her and can help the Divine Masculine to achieve his dreams. So if you had every possible resource at your disposal, and the Divine Masculine has the Divine Feminine, do I say at his disposal? It depends whether or not he wants to dispose of her or use her for what she's here to be used for. Okay. If you had every possible resource at your disposal, what brave new steps would you take? Evaluate the situation and then move forward quickly. Many more opportunities are on the way. The possibility of forming a partnership with others may present itself. This can be a wonderful way to move mutual dreams forward as you encourage each other to continue to follow your passions. Just make sure that you're truly on the same page with anyone you consider pairing up with. Our two fairies have worked together to build a beautiful boat that is nearly finished. All they need to do is install the purple butterfly sails, and their journey to magical Avalon will be successfully underway. Okay, additional meanings of this card: a bright future, joint creative endeavours, success through hard work, great progress being made, gay relationships or friendships. Now, interesting, it spoke about Avalon. Now, this is the Glastonbury tour here, which is meant to be the gateway to Avalon. And here's the Divine Feminine. What happens in Avalon? That's where King Arthur went to heal and to replenish himself. And there were Divine Feminines who done that on the island of Avalon. So, the Dreamer. 0. Coming back to 0 points. The first step in making any dream come true is to believe. Okay. And I feel that you're helping your Divine Masculine with his belief systems. Happiness and self-confidence begin with an act of faith. You were given your dreams for a reason. Believe in yourself and what's holding you back. Release your fears and make a decision to follow your heart's desire, or your heart's desires. You desire to be authentic, open, and real, Divine Feminine. Okay. You drew this card because you're guided to fulfill your life purpose. And what's your life purpose, Divine Feminine? To inspire your Divine Masculine to greatness. The fairies ask you to do so joyfully and playfully. Begin with, it doesn't say that, it says, get your words out, Lucy, that's what it says. Begin your personal transformation by telling supportive people of your intentions. When we verbally express our plans, we become more fully committed to moving forward. The voicing of our hopes helps us have the courage of our convictions and bring about real change. Our female dreamer stands at the base of the mountain atop of which sits the Glastonbury Tor, a sacred tower, dedicated to mighty Archangel Michael. This is symbolic of beginning your journey, with the long climb upward being guided and protected by God and Archangel Michael. Well, Archangel Michael is he's the king of the archangels, isn't he? Okay. He's your protector. Additional meanings of this card: time for a fresh start, being open to new ideas, beginning a new adventure, taking a risk, no limits, embracing your true purpose. To unlimited, no limits. No, 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 no. There's no limit. There's no limit. Okay. Techno, 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 techno. Let's have some coffee. Ooh, we can leave the coaster behind. So it feels like no more coasting along, Divine Feminine. Full steam ahead. What's gone on in the past? We have the 5 of Summer. Oh, this is you being indecisive, Divine Feminine. Trust that there's a reason for everything that happens. Remove yourself from the negative emotions of others and focusing on that which frightens or worries you. I feel that's quite good, actually, because the message yesterday was look for instability until you become stable. Okay. So when you're feeling uncomfortable, okay, you're going to have to stay there until you do feel comfortable. This is a really good energy. 5 of Summer. So you're trusting that there is a reason for everything that happens. Remove yourself from negative emotions of others. Oh, I've opened up to the Emperor. Okay, so it's like you're not going to encourage that negativity, are you? You will detach and remove yourself from any negativity, especially as you are communicating with your Divine Masculine. It's like you don't need to bring negativity in now, and that's what you would just attract. So 5 of Summer, face your fear and do it anyway. And why the hell not? Past energy. It's what you've been working on. There's much serene beauty in life. However, That kind of tranquility may be overlooked when you're fixated on things that make you unhappy. Release negative situations and return to your own inner peace. Make sure your thoughts are thoroughly focused on optimistic outcomes. Envision the present and future that you want to manifest and forget about the past. If you need to mourn a loss, don't hesitate to reach out to those around you who love you and can help you recover in a healthy way. Remove yourself from the negative emotions of others. Melodramatic people and situations foster feelings like regret and anxiety, which don't help you live the life you desire. Don't worry, brighter days are just around the corner. The fairy appears clearly worried by what is just out of view on the card. She's ready to take flight when perhaps a time of contemplation would serve her better. I would say that contemplation about your approach, Divine Feminine, and stop being scared of your approach. Okay, that can be felt through your communication. So additional meanings of this card: forgiving past mistakes, getting something positive out of a challenging situation, and seeing all possibilities. Current energy. Oh, King of Summer. So we've got the King of Cups here. He showed up last night on the reading. The King and the Queen of Cups. Okay, so the Divine Masculine sitting in this energy of honourable, devoted, mature, warm-hearted. Very nice traits. Honourable. Devoted to his passion. He's mature and he's warm-hearted. How nice is that? Okay, it says a romantic partner you can trust. Excellent advice that comes from the heart and getting involved in a cultural or creative endeavour. Getting a bit hot again. Okay. Seriously. Woo! Breaking out in a sweat. So he too is, when it comes to this connection, he gets him a little bit hot and bothered. The King of Summer is someone you can completely trust. Well versed in matters of the heart, he knows the virtues of compassion and understanding. He will quietly listen to all your fears, hopes, and dreams, and provide astounding insights that prove invaluable. This king leads a very rich inner life, often coming from a pursuit of spirituality. A humanitarian, he is honourable and quite chivalrous. I can never say this word. Chivalrous. He shows high integrity in relationships. However, he may come off as being a little intense sometimes. He's been through a great deal, and his desire to protect you may result in parental sounding advice. This king is also a fierce protector of friends and family, so it will benefit you to speak kindly of others in his presence. Red roses, a symbol of true love, grow at the feet of the King of Summer. You can trust that his intentions are honourable and his feelings genuine. Oh yes, red roses on the mind. Well, that's good. It's a step in the right direction. Okay. Additional meanings of this card: an excellent spouse and parent, acting as a peacemaker, finding compromises between opposing interests, and getting involved in culture and the arts. So I feel like the Divine Masculine really is on the path of spirituality. Opposing ideas, there's definitely a blend in here that's wanting to come through. Finding compromises between opposing interests. Let's look into the future. Oh, it's lovely, it's the connection. So it's the 1111 card, it's the Four of Wands. It says, be grateful, you have much to celebrate, deep feelings of peace and happiness and a contented personal life. And it feels like both of you are feeling contented, honoured, and devoted. Devoted to what? To being the best version that you can be. Four of Wands. I feel a bit sicky today. Sweaty and sticky. No, sweaty, sticky and what? Sicky. Okay. Four of Spring. This nervousness, guys. It's like sitting in the pit of the stomach. There's a scratch. It's kind of like, I can see here, I don't know if you can see it, but there's like you can't see that. It's like you're just scratching the surface when it comes to the intensity of this connection. So gratitude is a powerful manifesting energy in the universe, helping you gracefully dance with the magical light-footedness of the fairies. Taking time to say thank you to your family, co-workers, the fairies, and God creates a circular flow that brings even more abundance. Every day, give thanks for something in your life. You can do so aloud or just in your prayers. This card can also indicate new reasons to celebrate that will soon make themselves known. You may need to set aside some time for social events such as weddings, housewarmings, baby showers, or other parties to acknowledge a milestone or advancement. A happy couple join in a dance of gratitude amid a field of flowers. In the background is the castle that they have built, representing the great abundance they have worked so hard to attain. And this is going into the future, guys. The additional meanings of this card: feeling that life is wonderful, pride in your accomplishments, a deep sense of peace and happiness, a contented personal life, and a new home. Home is where the heart is. I feel like both of you are finding this new home in your heart space. What's assisting behind the scenes? Unity, the Hierophant. So we have Archangel Michael, who's working with the Divine Creator, God. And we have the Hierophant working behind the scenes. Card number 5. It comes just before the Lovers. It says, do the right thing for the right reason. Compare traditional versus new approaches to see which works for you, and a spiritually minded community. So the Divine Masculine is definitely coming away. Okay, he's definitely coming away from fear and moving more towards the way of the Divine Feminine. There's spiritually, there was opposing maybe differences here. Okay, so it's definitely about being open-minded. Look at this, he's with some little kids here, telling stories. He's telling stories to the children, and there's a little birdie listening in. They're like fairy children. Okay, he's wise with wisdom. It's like everyone's come round to listen to what he has to say. All the bugs and the beetles. And learning the traditional ways of doing things can sometimes be very effective. Other times, though, we need to break out of the box and consider new and creative modes of accomplishing our goals. Discussing various methods, old and new, with those you trust can help you know which philosophy to follow at any given time. If your goals are meeting with resistance, it may be due to the method you are using to attain them, rather than a flaw in your actual plans. Be open to trusted people's perceptions regarding the right strategy to take. Having a support group of friends and a spiritual teacher who walks his or her talk will uplift you and allow you to stand tall in all your work. It's important to always stay on a path of integrity in every aspect of life. The law of attraction rewards those who follow their dreams while remaining honest and true in dealing with others. Align yourself with organisations or people who have high spiritual ideals. In this card, our 2 fairy students here have found a mentor to teach them both old and new ways of thinking. I feel like this is the Divine teaching both you and the Divine Masculine old and new ways of thinking. Okay. So in this card, our 2 fairy students have found a mentor to teach them both old and new ways of thinking. Additional meanings of this card: doing the right thing for the right reason, remaining true to your principles, being a spiritual teacher to others and or consulting one for guidance, and respecting your elders or the past, the power of prayer. That's pretty cool. As the sun comes out. The sun is shining. Okay. What did I pick up from this? Divine Feminines. It's important to always stay on a path of integrity in every aspect of life. Okay. Having a support group of friends and a spiritual teacher who walks his or her talk will uplift you and allow you to stand tall in all your work. And that's what the aim is, really, is to inspire the divine masculine to stand very tall in his walk of life. How is I think it's the divine masculine. How's he feeling about this? Yeah, it's the Five of Winter. Okay, surrender card. Five of Swords been coming up a lot. Walk away from dishonest associations, realising that what you thought you wanted isn't the best choice for your happiness and something that's not worth the effort. So here you can see the divine masculine's walking away from all the negativity, the fear, the drama. Five of Winter. It's hot. It's hot for winter. It is today. Okay, so how this, I want to say, is affecting the divine masculine, how he's feeling about this situation. Things don't always go the way you expect them to. If your plans don't work out, ask God, the angels and the fairies to help lead you to a new, more successful path. I want to get myself out of the sunshine. We should just persist. Always stay in integrity and know that the kindness you show others will come back to you. If you've had a challenging journey, remember to express gratitude to those who helped you along the way. Associate with other people who have high morals and show true compassion for the world. Avoid negative individuals. If you find yourself linked with organisations or groups of people who lack honesty and principles, release yourself from these ties and seek out those who share your values and ethics. The fairy on the card has clearly been successful in accumulating all the snowballs. But if his victory is a lonely one, how satisfying can it be? And I picked up on this partial success here. It says the opportunity to form partnerships. Partnering with others who share your dreams is available right now. Okay. So, the fairy on this card has clearly been successful in accumulating all the snowballs, but if his victory is a lonely one, how satisfying can it be? Yeah. We all want someone to share our achievements, our accomplishments with. Okay, additional meanings of this card. Something that's not worth the effort, seeking a win-win situation and walking away from dishonest associations. So how is this affecting others that are in the divine masculine's environment? Seven of Autumn. Okay, well, he's just thinking at the moment. Looks like he's been thinking since like Halloween, pumpkin time. He's in a pumpkin patch. Have patience and don't worry. Take time to rest and plan your next steps, a prudent investment of time or money. So it's not really affecting anyone else because the divine masculine's just sitting here thinking about it, thinking about a lot. His wings have become extremely colourful. I feel here it's like he's contemplating about, he's going to grow up. He's matured. How grown up he is. So I feel like he's taking a breather to actually recognise his own maturation. Seven of Autumn. And how this is affecting others. I feel this is a divine masculine saying to you, have patience and don't worry, divine feminine. He's taking time to rest and plan his next steps, and he's looking at a prudent investment of his time or money. So he's being very sensible. The best treasures in life often take a while to mature, as with the divine masculine. And doesn't he mature well? And that's what he's observing. Don't stop believing just as the fruit ripens on the vine. Your plans may seem to be moving slowly, but the pace is quicker than you realise. And I feel that's a message for the divine feminine. Okay. So don't stop believing just as the fruit ripens on the vine. Your plans may seem to be moving slowly, but the pace is quicker than you realise. Be patient. Soon your harvest will come in and you'll see how successful you have been. As you wait for your goals to come to fruition, now is a good time to ponder your progress so far. Note the improvements or adjustments to your process that you might make next time around. A young farmer fairy waits patiently for his crops to mature. In the meantime, he contemplates how to occupy his time until the harvest. Additional meanings of this card: diligence, slow but measurable progress, a foreseeable increase in income, time for a little rest, worrying for no reason. Okay, so he sees this foreseeable increase in income. Very nice. Hopes or fears? Prince of Autumn. Okay, so the Prince of Pentacles, he's doing his studying, it's a student, he's dependable, protective. Here's that word again. Chivalrous. Chivalrous. My daughters can say it and they can sit here for ages trying to get me to say this word. Chivalrous. Humorous. Cautious but wise action. Meticulous attention to detail and kindness to others. So he doesn't plan on being cruel. He's like very kind-hearted, warm-hearted. The Divine Masculine is. Oh, okay. I thought it was the Page. It's not. It's the Knight of Pentacles. Just because it says the Prince. Prince and Princess, they both seem to be kind of young. But it is the Knight, not the Page. The Princess is the Page. Okay, so the Knight of Pentacles. Dependable, protective, chivalrous, humorous, cautious but wise action, meticulous attention to detail and kindness to others. Takes a while, doesn't he, to get moving, this Knight. Okay, he's on this leaf here. Interesting. Okay, end of autumn, beginning of winter. He's on that leaf. It's like he's going to fly in on this crispy, crunchy leaf. Sometimes you don't need to rush to action. Some people like to have a plan first, says the Prince of Autumn. Yes, that was a bit of a jab at the Prince of Winter. Okay. They got something going on here, okay? Prince of Winter having a jab. Listen, I don't like to rush into things, okay? Where the Prince of Winter would. He's a knight in shining armour. He wants to whisk in and save the day. Not this dude, though, okay? He likes to think things thoroughly through first. Sometimes you don't need to rush to action. Some people like to have a plan first, says the Prince of Autumn. Yes, that was a bit of a jab at the Prince of Winter. And oh man, does this prince have a plan? He has everything figured out from A to Z, with multiple backup options should you need them. Courageous, gallant, trustworthy and kind, this prince is your protector and is truly watching out for you in every way. He is much like a fairy guardian who has the added benefit of being able to put together a sound business plan for you. Still, he doesn't move very fast. It's going to take him time to get things done. You may have to wait a while. The Prince of Autumn floats slowly and gently upon a leaf. He is in no hurry to take action, but the light at the end of his staff reflects the intellectual brilliance at work inside his mind. It's a fucking genius, man. Okay. Being guided by a genius. A feminine genius. Additional meanings of this card: cautious but wise action, a very hard worker, a nature lover who is often a vegetarian or vegan, meticulous attention to detail, putting other people first. I was going to say putting others first. Putting other people first, and a message from the fairies. I feel like the message from the fairies is kind of like, Divine Masculine, it's time to put yourself first. Up on that pedestal. Ten of Cups, outcome. And emotionally fulfilling life with family or friends, raising children wisely and people you can trust. How beautiful is that? That came out quite a lot in last night's live. I don't know if that will upload. I played maybe a few too many tunes, but hey. Those who got that story, that message. 10 of Cups here. I've opened up to the 9, and interesting enough, the 9 of Cups have been coming up a lot for the Divine Masculine, but on here, look. Wishes come true, desires fulfilled, and a meaningful time of life. And you can see there's the Divine Feminine, look. Fairy Godmother helping her, twirling her around. It's like bibbidi bobbidi boo. Spending time with your family and loved ones is critical to a rich and happy life. The people you call family may be those you're related to, or they may be people whom you have chosen as your beloved community. Either way, offering love and support to those closest to you and accepting it in return is very important. Make space for them in your life. It's worth investing time and energy in your primary relationships. You can have the happy home life you're seeking, filled with peace and emotional fulfillment. The couple from the Two of Summer, that's the Two of Cups, the couple from the Two of Summer card have created a beautiful life for themselves and their children. The butterfly boat near the shores of Avalon means that their emotional currents will continue to evolve and thrive. Where's the Divine Masculine off to? Avalon. The butterfly boat near the shores of Avalon means that their emotional currents will continue to evolve and thrive. I feel like when the Divine Masculine gets to the Divine Feminine, he's not going to be going anywhere. Okay, he's thought too long about it and hard. He has a plan, and it feels like he's not running away from his emotions either. Emotional maturity, stability. The additional meanings of this card are happily marriage, a happy marriage, people you can trust, relationships that last, feeling emotionally content, and raising children wisely, being that good role model. I feel like both of you are very good role models for our world. That's a beautiful reading. Okay. So let's see what the magical unicorns would like to say. It feels like everybody's footloose. Footloose, footloose. Kick off the Sunday blues. Is it the Sunday blues or the Sunday shoes? Do you have different shoes for a Sunday? Okay. You're kicking her off. Why? Because it's Monday. I'm caked in hair. Oh, we had Lily on the lap, didn't we? We did. Okay, I've got the card. Very soon. What you're asking for will happen soon in a happy way. Everybody, cut foot loose. I don't know the words. Foot loose, foot loose. Okay. This card wants you to know that your prayers are coming true very soon. There's no need to hurry or rush, and there's definitely no need to worry. After all, worry can slow down your wishes. No worrying now. Your desires are coming true in what's known as divine timing. We know that, don't we? We know about that divine timing. This means that they are happening at exactly the perfect time for everyone involved. All the pieces of the puzzle are falling into place in just the right way. You'll be very pleased with the results. This card asks you to keep believing and not to give up hope. As you're waiting, put your energy into taking positive action to help your prayers along. For instance, if you get a strong feeling to do something like reading a book, taking a class, or writing something, it's important that you do so. So it feels like it's really important that you follow those inner nudges and urges, okay, at the moment. So, for instance, if you get a strong feeling to do something like reading a book, taking a class, or writing something, it's important that you do so. You've created your own luck because of your strong faith, your positive thoughts, and your willingness to do the work that's needed to make your dreams come true. Okay. Magical mermaids and dolphins. treasure chest. An unforeseen windfall of new abundance comes to you now. I was speaking about that yesterday, as the divine masculine represents prosperity and the divine feminine abundance. Excuse me. Okay. Wow. The hair seems to be really tickling me today, and now my throat's really tickling. Excuse me. Excuse me, are you looking for some abundance? Oh yes, that would be me. Treasure chest, an unforeseen windfall of new abundance comes to you now. If I can get this message out, my throat's really scratchy and tickly. Scratching the surface of the treasure that's on its way. Oh, it's an abundance. Okay. Your prayers for financial support have been heard and assistance is here for you now. It comes in wonderfully unexpected ways. Let's get the message out and I'll get off. Holy moly. I'm going to be breathless. Speechless. In fact, speechless. Remain in a state of gratitude that says that the money is already here, even if there's no visible evidence of it yet. When you feel grateful before the demonstration of supply occurs, it reveals your faith. This is so important for you divine feminines at the moment because you are abundance and the prosperity is coming. So when you feel, and I mentioned something about acting as if, oh, excuse me. This makes me hotter. Doing the wave. Remain in a state of gratitude that says the money is already here, even if there's no visible evidence of it yet. When you feel grateful before the demonstration of supply occurs, it reveals your faith. And your faith is the energy that draws riches to you without delay. So affirm frequently, thank you for all of the support, supply, abundance and money that you bring to me. I am grateful for these riches, which I use in divine ways to bring blessings to the earth. It's only delivered when you're both ready to be able to handle this and know how to distribute. You have to remember that the Queen of Pentacles, she's great with money. She knows how to spend it. She knows how to keep it flowing. As you don't want to hoard on to any money. Otherwise, the divine's not really going to give you any money that you're going to hoard. They want you to share it, okay? To bring treasures to other people, to this world. And it's like you are the treasure. You are the treasure chest. All that you need's within you. In comes the money, and then you can go and share that with the world together. Which is the plan. That is the purpose. So when you feel grateful before the demonstration of supply occurs, it reveals your faith. And your faith is the energy that draws riches to you without delay. So affirm frequently, thank you for all of the support, supply, abundance and money that you bring to me. I am grateful for these riches, which I use in divine ways to bring blessings to the earth. Your supply may show up in the form of money, or it may come as new opportunities, brilliant ideas, or gifts from others. Bless and honour heaven's gifts however they come to you. Your gratitude ensures continual, overflowing abundance in your life. Oracle of the Fairies. And then we'll end with an Angel of Light card today. I can see the card. Moderation. Is there something you know you shouldn't be eating? Now, we've been working on our health. And I do believe, Divine Feminine, this is really suggested towards you. It's like you need to buck your ideas up a bit when it comes to how you can be healthier. you're preparing yourself to take out there to the world. So, moderation. Is there something you know you shouldn't be eating? Try to eat mindfully and healthfully, although the fairies say that a little bit of what you fancy is fine. Don't want to take away all your fun. You just need to moderate yourself. This card draws your attention to your diet and how the food you eat has a direct influence on your health. Yeah, go back through the videos last week, creating a habit, creating health as a habit. I don't know, how to raise your own salary. Some really good guidance within that video. Take a listen to that. So it tells you about what happens as you're digesting your food and how to eat, what you should be cutting out, what you should be eating. Okay, they're suggestions, but they are kind of very good tips and hints. Okay, so this card draws your attention to your diet and how the food you eat has a direct influence on your health. Perhaps you're consuming too much unhealthy food, or are drinking to excess, or know someone who is. When it comes to food and drink, moderation is the key. We're all capable of developing either healthy or unhealthy eating habits, and it's important to be honest with yourself about this. How does the food you eat make you feel? Are you always trying out new food fads? Do you still feel empty after a meal? Eating excessively is a sign we're lacking in something else. A lack of love or feeling of being unloved can create false hunger. We're working on that. You are loved. Okay. Very much. And if you feel you or someone you know has an eating disorder, then it's important to seek professional help so that a balanced relationship with food can be regained. And that's another role of the Divine Feminines, is to really know about health. So you can help promote that within the home. So fairies can also consume human food, but by absorbing its energy rather than consuming it physically. So next time you're eating outside, perhaps enjoying a picnic, you may notice that your food tastes a little bland, and this may be because the fairies are also enjoying your feast. So if your food starts to taste a little bit bland, fairies are around, eating with you. The fairies encourage you to eat food that's fresh, pure, and ideally free of pesticides. Raw foods such as salads can give us extra energy due to the increased nutrients and vitamins they contain. It might also be worth exploring natural vitamin supplements, especially in wintertime. So get onto that, Divine Feminine. I feel like that's a real strong suggestion towards you guys. Okay, if you let yourself slip a little bit. And it's about the attitude that you actually eat your food with is what aids with the digestion of it. Let's end with this Angel of Light card. Cooperation. Angel Wisdom suggests that you use your skills and talents for the common good. Eliminate power struggles, conflict and competition, which come from an ego desire to win. Cooperation for the highest good promotes harmony and togetherness and draws the best from everyone. Make it your aim that everyone has a sense of satisfaction from work done. Then you become a spreader of goodwill and harmony. Your angel guidance is to bring people together and explore how you can mutually assist each other. Your attitude of sharing will ensure that you benefit in your turn, for the angels will bless your endeavours. Affirmation: I cooperate with everyone. And let's just give it to me again, cooperation. Okay. And this card here wants me to take. Let's put these away. Honesty. Angel Wisdom reminds you that your every thought, word, emotion and action is reflected in your aura. When you are honest, your aura is crystal clear. Everyone knows where they are with you and feels totally safe. The angels suggest that you look within and purify any murky thoughts and feelings. When you are totally honest with yourself, you behave with integrity and dare to be open, for there is nothing to hide. People respect and trust you. As you radiate a resonance of honesty, People respond to you with openness and honesty in their turn. The affirmation, I am honest in thought, word and deed. I'm going to end on a journey of love. They're flowing together very nicely. It's like a nice little cut. Okay guys, let's end this Monday with, well, we're not ending the Monday, let's end this Monday reading. Oh nice, got 2 cards. 57, lovers. Trying to do what lovers do. Ooh. 57. There's another card underneath. We shall not look. We shall not be moved. Yes, it's love. It drives you forward and pulls you back to your heart. It makes the mind mad with misunderstanding and breaks it open into enlightened compassion. It is love. Your yearning heart shall have it. Your destiny is to be the lover of the beloved. This oracle brings a message of love, love, love. Love, love, love. It is finding you now. Be open to it in all its forms. Be the god and the goddess of love and paint the town red. Play in a passionate embrace with life as your lover and prepare to receive even more than what you believe you are capable of handling. In comes all that abundance. Jeez. Love is a magic word that holds the universe together. It is both an emotion and something, I don't know how you say this word, ephemeral, that lives like a fire's glow, or the pink light on the clouds after the sun has set. I'm not keeping the flow, am I? Okay, it's that word, ephemeral. Let's check it out. Let's have a word for the day. It's 122. It's 1322. Okay, let's have a look. Here we are. Say it.
Ephemeral.
Ephemeral. And again, please.
Ephemeral.
Lasting for a short time. Lasting for a very short time. Fashions are
Ephemeral.
Ephemeral. New ones regularly drive out the old. Love is a magic word that holds the universe together. It is both an emotion and something ephemeral that lives like a fire's glow, or the pink light on the clouds after the sun has set. It is alive and yet indefinable. It causes the heart to beat more rapidly, feelings to show, and young people to write, sing, dance and become totally immersed in its hold. Love can beckon coyly or flaunt itself with wanton abandon. Love can live and grow seemingly forever or vanish in a fleeting moment when we least suspect. And in the twilight of our years, reflecting on the life we have lived, it is love which colours every turn and twist of our memory. There are some lovers in there. And when we pass from this earthly plane, it will be love that will light our soul on its journey home. It's nice. It's extremely warm. Okay. Heaven. Let's lock this in. Locked into heaven rather than being locked out of heaven. I believe it's the last card. It is. That's where you reach. Heaven. Heaven on earth. You are meant to live heaven now, not later, sometime after you die. What use is this life and body if not to live heaven now? Look for the mad divine genius in all that is, especially the puzzling parts of your life that make you scratch your head or tear at your hair or scrunch up your face and scream with frustration. Those are the places in which the divine is saying, here, heaven is hiding. Let's unveil it together. Let me show you. Let me unveil your own mad divine genius like him. Look for heaven even in hiding. It will not withhold itself from you for long, beloved. It wants to be known by you. This oracle brings you a special message. The enlightener is calling you to more, to more, to more. More divinity, more love, more acceptance, more embrace of life itself. There is no limit in what is being offered to you from the divine lover, calling to you, the beloved. Rejoice and know that the dance of love between you and the divine is a removing of veils of illusion, one at a time, until you behold each other naked and true. Finally, to discover you are each other. You are love. My mind went off then. I'm going to have to reread that part. I was thinking about just saying to you guys, if you would like yourself, like to book yourself in your own fairy Celtic cross reading, then email me. £25? Okay. Oh, 22. Let's do £22. We're keeping with the 2211. 2211 portal. Okay. So if you would like me to pull this spread for you, email me and we can get that done. See what the message is that wants to come through. Let me just reread this part though, because my mind was off somewhere else. This oracle brings you a special message. The enlightener is calling you to more, to more, to more. More divinity, more love, more acceptance, more embrace of life itself. There is no limit in what is being offered to you from the divine lover calling to you, the beloved. Rejoice and know that the dance of love between you and the divine is a removing of veils of illusion, one at a time, until you behold each other, naked and true, finally, to discover you are each other and you are love. The sky ablaze with morning light on silver wings of birds in flight. In gratitude, a tear released, a knowingness embraced at peace. She speaks to those that gaze below, ancestral wings which call my soul. To open hearts and soar above, in awe the winds await this love. In awe, the wind awaits this love. He's on this leaf here. Very soon, very soon. Guys, have yourself a fantastic day. And I will catch up with you soon. Take care. Much love. Bye for now.